Hi everybody, this is Tutorials, and today we are going to create this timeline animation in Adobe After Effects. I'll use this timeline in my logo design course, but you can use it to illustrate both historic events and future events, because this timeline animation is very versatile, very simple and very customizable. So let's get started our tutorial. So we have this two logo on the white background. I want to show you some of my composition settings. So the width of my comp is 90 and 20, it's important, and the duration is 6 seconds 10 frames. Now I want to use my right mouse button menu and create a new solid layer. I want to set this solid to this orange color and click OK. I want to move it to the back and lock it here using my this free space left from chevron icon. Now I want to use my right mouse button menu again and create a new shape layer and click enter to rename it to the line. Now I want to add an object here. I want to draw a line. Grab your pen tool and draw a line from one end to the another end. Align it horizontally to the center. Set stroke weight to 10 pixels, stroke color to white. Our next step is to create our null object. Navigate to our effect and presets. Here type slider. We need to find a slider control. I want to grab the slider and throw it to my null object to create first instance. Then do it again to create two instances of my slider. I'm gonna use this first slider to the width of my line, and I want to use my second slider to control the position of our logos. Now let's animate our line. Select this layer, click S, it stands for scale, then alt click on the stopwatch to open the expression dialog box, then navigate to our null object. As you can see, we have this two sliders, and I want to drag on this quick icon, and parent this with first slider. And now the slider controls both our width and height. And this is not what I want. I want this slider to control only width. In order to achieve this, we need to set the slider to 100. It's important. Then navigate to my expression, double click on it, and change the second temp value in square brackets into the value. Open square brackets again and set it to 1. And we basically refer our second value not to temp variable, that's the original 100% height value. And also I want to click on this link to unlink both my width and height. Let's preview what we have now, and now we have our slider controls only our width. So let's open our null object and first slider and let's animate. Let's make animation. First of all, I want to set the value to 0 and then move my slider to the 2 seconds and set my value to 100%. Then select both keyframes and Ctrl Shift F9 to easy out all of them. I want to apply the same approach to my logo's position. So let's start with our old logo. I want to click P, that stands for position, then Alt click or Option click to open the expression dialog box. Then I want to select my null object with my sliders and drag this quick to the second slider. And here I want to change the second temp to value, open parenthesis 1. As you can see, it's also working like a charm, but I want to adjust a little bit my slider position. I want to set it like so. Now it's okay to 776, and I want to copy this expression and paste it into my new logo. I'll click on position to open the expression dialog box and Command V to paste this position, and now we have some issue because this new logo repeats absolutely the position of the old one. To resolve this issue, we need to set the first value to the opposite, and it's good time for our math because we have our comp width 1920, we have this temp variable, and we need to achieve the opposite. We need to 1920 minus temp value. Let me show you how it looks now. 1920 minus temp, and then our value of our height. And let's preview what we have. I want to select this null object, and as you can see, all is working like a charm. And I want to add animation to this slider. So open the null object, open the second slider. Then let's say I want to start animation here. So click on the stopwatch, go to the 2 seconds, and I want to drag these logos away from each other. Set it is the position that is something. So I want to set it position like here. I have 134 on my slider, and let's preview our animation. All is working like a charm. I also want to adjust the position of my line. First of all, I want to drag this layer to the bottom with using my Ctrl left bracket. Then I want to open the P position, and let me go to my second. Increase the value of Y position and set it, let's say, to 850, I'm sorry. So I think we crossed the Rubicon of our tutorial, and we have to add some details. First of all, let's create our shape layer. In this shape layer, I want to grab my pen tool, scale a little bit composition, draw a line. I want to draw a single short line perpendicular to our timeline. Then I want to Ctrl C, Ctrl V to make a couple of duplicates of this line. Ctrl C, I'm sorry. First of all, I want to grab my pen behind tool and drag this right to the center. You can click Ctrl to attach it to the center. And then I want to make a duplicate with Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So I have this shape layer number 2. I want to drag it into the middle. Then I have this shape layer number 3. I want to drag it near the new logo and paste it right here. And now I want to also add some numbers. Let's say 1907. Then I want to make a couple of duplicates with Ctrl D, Command D on your Mac. And last, what I want to pre-compose this, all of these layers, all of my small shapes. I want to set it to data. Click T, that stands for opacity. Then set my slider to the 2 seconds. Use my page down 3 times to move my slider to the 3 keyframes forward. Click on the stopwatch and set opacity to 0. And go to the, let's say, 10 frames. 2 seconds 10 frames and set it to 100 pixels, 100%. Then I want to select both of my keyframes and Ctrl Shift F9 to easy out all of them. And now we have this very neat, very nice timeline. Let me preview it. We have some issue, and this issue because I do not easy out my logo slider. Ctrl Shift F9 or Command Shift F9 on your Mac, and now let's preview them. As you can see, we have this very nice, very simple timeline in Adobe After Effects. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please subscribe, thumb up, share it with your friends. I want to thank you for following to the end. Have a nice day.